Let me turn the system on.
All right.
Let me turn the system on.
So how many of you have had experience with essential oils before? Anything? Okay. One, and then you guys. Okay. Can we start by you just telling us, and you as well, just telling us a little bit about, just fill us in.
I tried the deep relief, wintergreen
Okay, where you
Okay.
stand?
for muscle pain.
I will stand. Do you want to put that right there facing this way, and I'll try to
You
stay
need a
here.
mic?
I move around a lot. I don't need a mic, but I do move around
Okay.
a little bit, so I'll try to do my best to stay still. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
The deep relief with the wintergreen and some
Wintergreen,
other
yeah.
things. Okay.
Yeah, I tried it in the form of the roll-on
Okay.
for your muscles, and I find it does good, really good temporary relief.
Great.
Yeah, all kinds of pain, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried like 2 other ones. I can't really remember
Okay.
the name.
So what she's talking about, it's doTERRA refers to it as deep blue, and this is for any aches and pains. You don't have sore shoulder, sore wrist. Okay, as this.
Shoulder proof.
You got that up and down.
So 2 things. I'm going to be completely upfront with you guys. I am an educator, not a salesperson. I like to be completely upfront with you. And so I tell you how everything works as far as buying the oils in the beginning of the class. I don't do that to get you to buy. I do that so you know upfront what the heck is going on. Fair? So when I introduce an oil, I will tell you how much it costs so you have an idea what the price points are. And if I forget, someone say, how much is that one? Just remind me, okay? So those of you that have aches and pains on your joints, I want you to apply this, okay, and rub it in. If you get it in your eye, I'll give you some, let me know, I got some coconut oil. You flush it out with coconut oil, okay? Don't put it in your ear or up your nose, it's very uncomfortable. That's about all you need to know as far as safety goes. I'll cover a little bit of other things as we go along, but I'm gonna try to move very quickly so I don't keep y'all here until midnight. Fair? Okay, so deep blue, it's coming around right now. You could, smell it, if you, like I said, put it on those joints. Deep blue in the roll-on is $64, in the
Put it on your
smaller
joint.
5 milliliter size is $32. Now, I gave everybody a brochure that looks like this.
No, rub it.
Go ahead and open it up,
No, you rub, I don't think they know how to apply that.
right, just roll it on.
Roll
Yep,
it on, you
just
gotta
like
roll it
she's
on.
doing, just roll it on.
I put a lot of.
And be conservative with your application, because you won't need too much. Anybody have a headache? Headache, okay. Our headache blend is the past tense, it's the tension blend. Go ahead and put this where you're feeling the headache, okay? Don't put it too close to your eyes though. All right,
Wait for your head to keep right there.
yep, wherever you're feeling that headache is where you would put it. The deep blue is a little bit more effective with migraines, but we can go into that in just a minute. Okay, so when you open your booklet up, you're going to see a price sheet. I want you to get your pen out, and as we talk about different things, mark it, circle it, star it, so that you know what's going on there, okay? You're gonna see 2 prices. There's a retail price and a wholesale price. If you just buy the oils through somebody who sells them, you're gonna pay retail. If you purchase a membership for $35, you will receive the wholesale price for a year. With that $35, you also receive a online account, so you can place your orders whenever you need something.
So that's an annual fee.
It's annual, however, renewal is only $25, and you receive a free bottle of peppermint with that, so it basically covers the cost of the renewal.
You get the free bottle when you renew?
When you
or
renew,
just-
correct. Now, how many of you guys like to say, are like me and count every penny, every dollar as it comes in? Okay. So, those, you guys, what you're gonna wanna do is turn the page and you're gonna see a list of kits. If you purchase a kit, the $35 fee is waived. Sound good? Okay. All right. So, in the back, I have a diffuser going, and it's diffusing citrus bliss. So you might smell some orange. It smells like creamsicle. You might smell that as we go. That's the diffuser. There's 3 ways to use the essential oils: aromatically, right, in a diffuser, or simply putting a drop in your hand, rubbing your hands together, and breathing it in. This is the manual inhaler. You make a fist and put your nose in that hole and breathe it in that way. Very effective way to use the oils. So, topically, put over the affected joint internally. Most of the oils, if you can consume them in nature, you can consume the essential oil. You should be able to consume the essential oil. So, for example, we do not consume pines, correct? So we're not going to eat pine essential oils, right? Things like orange, lemon, the peppermint, you can consume those, okay? 1 drop in your glass of water is very, very common. So Cheryl is gonna come around, or a volunteer is gonna come around, and you're each 1 drop in your hand, and we're gonna experience wild orange together. This is very uplifting. You got it?
We're gonna experience it how? Or rub it in your
One
hand?
drop in your hands.
And rub it.
Rub your hands together.
Okay.
Rub your hands together. You guys like that? It's kind of uplifting.
Uplifting.
So, next I'm going to talk about the company. I'm going to talk about the brand of oils that you want to use, okay? I have traveled here because literally to spread the good news. doTERRA is the highest quality essential oils that you can buy. I'm gonna back that up, okay? The FDA doesn't regulate natural products, right? So they don't have rules about how they can be labeled. A lot of companies will produce essential oils and dilute them with a synthetic blend, meaning something that was made in a lab, or they will just outright dilute it, or they will have a very low quality of that oil. Okay, they bottle it up and sell it for $5 a bottle. Let me tell you, you get what you pay for. doTERRA essential oils are very, very fairly priced. What doTERRA does that is different from any other company on the market, I have personally researched this, every single essential oil that doTERRA makes is grown in its indigenous region. So it grows where it will grow naturally. Therefore, we don't need fertilizers, we don't need pesticides, and that plant is able to grow to its highest potency. Okay? It's like, have you ever tasted a Florida orange versus an orange that, well, in Ohio, right? They taste very different, I promise you. There's a reason we prefer plants, foods, things that are grown in their natural region. The second thing that doTERRA does that no other company does is the testing. We do some extensive testing on the oil before it is put on the market. So I'm going to pass this around. This is an explanation. Simply says raw material is harvested and distilled. They do 5 initial tests. The essential oil is then shipped to doTERRA as long as it has passed those tests that is looking for contaminants There's a secondary validation and a final validation. I'll let you guys check that out. If you're interested in knowing what exactly those tests are, this is a simple description, so that will come around with it. And here's a sworn statement from our chief medical officer stating that we will maintain the accuracy of our testing. We will maintain partnerships with educational institutions. Third-party labs are doing the testing. We will possess the highest level of integrity. On and on and on. So there's nothing that really can compare to doTERRA. So I want you to feel confident in what you're using. Why I'm even talking about this, and it's kind of starting to go on, but it's very important because I have a 2.5-year-old and a 6-month-old who I have used essential oils on since before they were born, both of them. And I continue to use the essential oils on them. I see a lot of differences in them. I see different ability to focus. I see an enhanced being about them. Does that make sense? Is that because I truly believe that the essential oils are supporting the body like nothing else can. With all that said, what the heck are these essential oils? Have you ever peeled an orange and bent the orange and something squirted out of the rind? That is the essential oil. Have you ever rubbed a peppermint leaf and had like a smelly residue on your? That is the essential oil. Okay? The oils come from the stems, the leaves, the brines, the bark, wherever they can distill it from. We'll pull the essential oil out, and that's exactly what it is. Now we've just passed around the wild orange. We're gonna pass around the frankincense. How many of you are familiar with frankincense? This is our Swiss Army knife. This costs, wild orange costs $10.50 a bottle. Frankincense is $69 a bottle. Frankincense comes from Somalia, and in exchange for the frankincense, obviously they're paid, but doTERRA is educating their boys and girls of Somalia. That's amazing. That country needs all the help it can get, right? And so for doTERRA to be able to help them and give back that way is just fabulous. Frankincense stimulates nerve function, brings about mental clarity, supports natural functions of the body, okay? Promotes healthy cellular function and regeneration. Now don't read into what I say, but healthy cells to regenerate, right? Meaning bad cells don't regenerate. Wink, wink, you guys know what bad cells are, right?
Yep.
Okay, we'll pass this around. Feel free to take a drop in your hand. You can put it on the back of your neck, behind your ears. You can just rub it into the pressure points on your wrist. The frankincense is highly sought after oil, so be very conservative with it, okay? One drop, with all of these, one drop is all you need because they are truly potent. They're very pure. Now,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Combining these oils, because we just put the orange.
you're
on.
fine.
Okay.
The essential oils do not interact with each other. You don't overdose. I mean, it would be challenging to overdose, right? It's hard to drink a whole bottle of oil. Go ahead.
So this oil that you just described in reference to the cells and whatnot, just putting it behind the ears and whatnot, there's no inhaling or ingesting? I mean, how does it affect the
Frankincense is a powerful anti-inflammatory, and so when you're using it for those properties, you're going to use it under the tongue.
Oh, okay.
It's then absorbed into the bloodstream and can have a more potent effect.
So
more
that's
powerful effect on the
ingested.
body.
That can be
Mhm.
ingested.
So frankincense can be used all three ways.
Okay.
Frankincense also helps settle the brain, calm children, helps sleep. You know that stressed feeling that you get when you're just like, ugh, another thing is going, I'm gonna snap. The frankincense will help to harness that in. In fact, there's a blend of oils called Balance. Okay, if you have experience with this, tell us.
they all know I suffer from not sleeping well. And so when I do, I use it in the diffuser and then I do this.
Okay. Yep. And you notice a feeling of relief?
It's relaxation.
So with a 6-month-old and well, she's 8 months now, but and a 2.5-year-old, do you think that I might, and a 2 full-time jobs, do you think I might get stressed, right? And a household to maintain, should I keep going? And a husband to keep happy, and the list goes, right? So this is my go-to oil. In fact, I don't have my purse with me, but I have it strapped on the handle of my purse, so that it's right there whenever I need it.
Now, which one is that?
You drank that?
Balance is, you do not drink it, it's frankincense and several different pine oils. When this bottle comes around, you can look at the ingredients on the side, coalwood, spruce, some things like that. Smell it. Okay, it's very, how would you describe it?
Calming, pleasant.
It's
Is it
$20.
woodsy?
Woodsy. $20 for this bottle. 250 drops is this larger bottle, okay? In these smaller bottles, 5 milliliter, you have 70 drops, okay? This is 250 drops. Do you see the difference? Okay? So when you're looking at $20 for a bottle of balance, 250 doses, it ends up being
That's not frankincense.
pennies per
Oh, that's
dose.
balance.
That's the balance.
It has frankincense in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, I don't see.
So, where do you guys do a lot of research? Interested, kind of, maybe just kind of catch what you hear, maybe what, word on the street. So, I am an avid researcher. I love to research, that's just been my passion, I don't know why. I think it was science fair project in 6th grade, I did really well. It was about electricity, but that sparked my interest in research. So, in a field like essential oils where there's not very much common knowledge, it's not like you can go to your neighbor and get the chocolate chip cookie recipe. Having somebody at your fingertips that does the research, that stays on top of things, it's gonna benefit you guys very well. So let me continue. On PubMed.gov, there are a lot of research studies, all different types of things. One I read today was about clove oil. Clove helps to support the immune system, increasing the white cell response. So, I'm not going to pass around clove because clove is a hot oil.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use it in cooking. You can use 1 drop to brush your teeth
Clove.
I think,
with a little. Maybe
I
we'll
think
pass it
this-
around so you guys can smell
yeah, I
it.
think Sister C told us about that one,
That's the
about the
first one.
clothes, yeah,
It's a nice one. Don't put it on your skin though.
Yeah.
It'll be very uncomfortable.
right.
Just smell.
But there's a blend called On Guard. Now, On Guard has cinnamon, orange, clove, eucalyptus. It has that in it. Okay? So, think about what this does. It's referred to as a protective blend. Protective against seasonal threats.
That's on here.
They have flu season and this and, okay? So On Guard is something that you can use internally, 1 drop in a glass of water.
What's the name of that one?
On Guard.
And
It's
under,
$32.
under essential oil blends?
It's a blend. So we'll go ahead and pass this one around as well.
So how do you, I know you have to be guarded about what you say, but I've never taken a flu shot. But I did use that flu shot.
Which one this is, the
Still
blend?
smelling like that's the
So the FDA, so the Federal Trade Commission, since I sell essential oils, the Federal Trade Commission regulates what I can say and what I can't say about essential oils. So sometimes I have to speak in code. So, you got me on tape. Oh my
I
God,
know,
I'm in so
yeah.
much trouble. So we don't say words like flu or cancer or, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be saying them. What do you guys want to know next?
How often should you use it?
So personally, in my household, we use daily, right, as needed. So if my son's coughing, I give him some support, right, to help his body get rid of that cough. Breathe oil. It's a blend of some, antibacterials, antivirals.
What kind of oil, sorry?
Breathe.
Oh, breathe.
It's a blend. This is also $20. What's that divide out, Matt? You're a teacher, right, Rochelle?
Yes.
So 250 divided by 20. Would be 20 divided by 250. So how much is it per drop if it costs $20? So 12 cents a drop, right?
$12.50.
So that, how much does it cost to take your kid to the doctor, right? You gotta pay a copay. Then you gotta pay maybe another bill. Well, you gotta pay the insurance to begin with.
So the prices are
Don't
different.
even start there, oh my gosh. And then you gotta go get a prescription fill, so who knows, I mean, who knows how much that's gonna cost. Versus a couple cents per drop, right? So let's pass the breathe around. Take the breathe, one drop in your palm, rub your hands together,
So the prices are
and breathe it
different.
in. I want you to think about how that might feel if you had a lot of congestion. How that might open everything up.
I'm
What's the
sorry,
name
I
of that
just got the On Guard and you said it's against seasonal threats and it's topical only?
No, On Guard can be used internally, and it can also be diffused. So when I have,
Tea tree.
correct,
Okay.
when I have a lot of people come over to my house, and they got all their funk and germs,
Oh, okay.
I diffuse the On Guard, because it also has the ability to kill airborne pathogens. So if you've got a lot of kids and one of them's sick, you don't want the others to get sick, you diffuse. Not only does the diffusing help the one that is sick, helps the others stay healthier. So you might be thinking, okay, I think I want to use essential oils in my home, but I've got a lot of over-the-counters that I'm using anyways. Well, just be aware that the over-the-counters have a lot of toxic ingredients in them. Specifically, Dayquil and NyQuil have propylene glycol. That is horrible for the liver, okay? You might be thinking, how do I know what to use for what? Who's thinking that? Right? Oh my God, Katelyn's gonna go back to Ohio and I'm not gonna know what the heck I'm doing. So, we have these books. Now don't write in them, because you might not necessarily take it. Ladies, can you come help me pass the books? There's 12 in there, so there should be enough for everybody. The book has a section that tells you about individual oils and how to use each of them. It also has a section about the oil blends and supplements that doTERRA has. The book also has a personal usage guide, right?
Look, hey, come back.
So somebody had asked about migraines.
Everybody came to watch Spring House. Go on next.
Pass that back. Thank you.
I know, it's like, wow.
So the book has the red section. Somebody had asked about migraines. So flip to the back where it says personal usage and go to M, migraines. And I guarantee it's going to say go to headaches. But we'll see. Go to M and tell me if you find it. 'Cause I don't have a book.
Here. I can look on. Come on, take that one.
You're just going to take our word for it, right? Yep. See headaches. Migraine headache is what they're going to refer to it as. All right, so migraines. First it says the headache relief blend. Then you've got peppermint, basil, soothing blend, wintergreen, lang lang. Soothing blend is deep blue. See, the oils have a trade name and a generic name, right? It's just like medicine, Advil, and ibuprofen, Tylenol, acetaminophen, it's the same thing, same idea. All right, so you've got peppermint, basil. These are some of the oils that are gonna help. Your red the ones that are red, those are your primary recommendations. Orange is secondary,
There's something for hot flashes.
and the green is your other recommendations. Yes,
Blend for women.
Stuff on the application,
okay,
and, we're going to buy a
okay.
It worked, and I guess, I don't know why it just like, it's coming back.
Okay.
What do you suggest?
So what I would do is go to skin, right? So what she's asking me is about alopecia, right? I might know, but I don't know, right? Let's look in the book. So if we look under skin, do we see alopecia? No, it's not in the book, is it? But we want to think, okay, what might be going on here? It's obviously a skin issue, right?
Under hair has just dry, dandruff.
Hair loss is
What
in
about
here.
baldness?
Yeah.
Oh, loss.
Hair loss.
Uh-huh, right?
Talks about,
Stimulating hair growth, right?
Page 16.
So do you sell these books?
So, if you purchase a kit, you get the book for $20. If you purchase a big kit, a real big kit, the book is free. If you don't purchase a kit, the book is $25. Okay?
How much is it if you don't?
If you don't purchase a kit, the book is $25. If you purchase a kit, it's $20, and if you purchase a big kit, it's free. So the big kit is $275 or higher, and then the other kit is $150. However, if you just want the membership and a couple different oils, you can do that as well. If the order is up to $100, then you can $100 in product, then you can get the book with that for the $20 price with that. So, but we can wrap that up at the end. Go
What
ahead.
does it say about alcoholism?
So alcoholism, we want to look at addictions, right? Is that where it sends you? See, addictions, yeah. So there's oils that you can use to help curb the smoking cravings if you know someone that's trying to quit smoking. Now, obviously, if they're not trying, it might be more of a struggle. Do we answer that good enough? Now, what I was gonna say about hair loss, like I lost a lot of hair when I had the baby, so that was probably a hormone thing. And I just took rosemary and lavender and I massaged that into my scalp. And you can see, like, I've got a lot of regrowth, these little flyaway pieces around here, but then there's a lot throughout my hair. So, and I've done that twice, so.
Are there particular ones that are like
Nope, there's nothing, now, wait, rephrase that and make sure.
I said, are there any oils that are not good for females?
No, females can use anything and males can use anything. Now, there are some oils that are specific for hormone issues.
Yeah, I'm checking that out now.
I knew you was.
Let me tell you, men need hormone balancing just as much as women.
Yes.
They do.
Yes.
So don't let, society tell you something different. Can you pass that back to her? What I'm giving you is the Claricalm. The Claricalm has done wonders with PMS symptoms.
She said,
You have the male version?
So males would also use that. Same thing. Okay, yeah. There's a hormone balance video. If you shoot me an email, just say, hey, Katelyn, send me the link to this video. I'll send it to you. Our chief medical officer, Dr. Hill, does an amazing presentation on hormone balancing and understanding hormones. What else? Any other questions? Anything else coming to mind?
I have
Sure.
eczema. What are the other skin?
Now, eczema is tough, right? Because the skin is the largest organ in the body, and we can't really figure out what is triggering eczema. Now, to prove to you that I'm not a salesperson, I'm going to recommend a product that's not doTERRA. So eczema, right? It's, the skin starts to get like real dry and it starts to flake and then it kind of starts to spread.
Yeah.
Now you can use a probiotic, right? Because that will help to balance the intestinal flora,
It's gonna be for him.
okay? Because if there's an imbalance in the intestinal tract, that can affect the immune system and can also affect the skin. But a Norwex cloth, they're about this big. The Norwex has a type of microfiber that actually, Norwex. The Norwex will pull the toxin out of the skin because it absorbs it all. It's very strange. Now, my daughter started to develop eczema, and it was actually a form of yeast that was triggering it. And so we used Melaleuca. Melaleuca is an antifungal, kills foot fungus and things like that. I don't know if I can say that. But you gotta have something to wash that away off the skin, because our skin is so, even, is it the young one? Even the kids, the skin is so sensitive. It's so soft, so we wanna keep it that way. So,
I
yeah,
think it's really, like it spread over the, like this past summer.
yeah.
Like when the
Spread.
allergy season really started coming.
So then we'll-
Spread.
So then let's talk about allergies. How many of you guys know someone that suffers from allergies? Yeah, that's a common one. So allergies, you're gonna wanna use, lavender works as an antihistamine. Everyone thinks it calms you, but it does, but that's why. It's like using Benadryl to put the kids to sleep. It stops the histamine response.
So,
Anything else? Go ahead.
any kind of lavender, or you mean the lavender that's in your?
I'm gonna say doTERRA lavender. The reason is, I just mailed in, so I have a, third-party lab that does testing for me. And we just sent samples in to them last month in April. And we got the results back, and I swear, like this, I just don't understand why companies do this, but
It's,
a very reputable company had 4 samples. 2 of the 4 samples were adulterated with synthetic oil, and 2 were an extremely poor quality. So, yes, use doTERRA lavender.
Yeah.
It's your best bet. Lavandin, a lot of companies use lavandin in their oils. It's just a really cheap form of lavender. Okay. I'm trying to stick to our program. What I would like to do is turn y'all to the food, right? Are you ready for food, or what are we doing?
I mean, whatever, you know.
What I was thinking is y'all can eat, and then one by one, I can help you guys with your order, or what you're, thinking, or if you had some more questions, things like that. You guys wanna do that?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
You talked about the inflammatory process. I know somebody who has an issue with, my son, inflammation of the sweat gland. So he's not sweating. So he overheats. And so it comes out, produces with a rash whenever he's trying to sweat. So, when you say inflammation, we talking about joint inflammation, or are we talking about sweat gland inflammation? I keep going online trying to find things that's going to
Yeah.
open up the sweat glands. And everybody's pretty vague. It's just a lot.
Did you look in the book under sweat glands? Or endocrine, or I don't know? Yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk after, we wrap up, and I can give you some direction on that.
So doctors wise, they just kind of need to understand.
There are a lot of issues with the body that our medical system can't pinpoint. But is allopathic care, which means a pill or a man-made substance to fix a God-made, not issue, but being, right? And that you cause damage that way. We have over 100,000 people each year dying from correctly prescribed, correctly taken medications. So when we go, we have to just, when we go to take care of ourselves, we have to understand that A, prevention is best, and B, that there's a lot about our bodies that we don't understand because God's intelligence is infinite, and all the science, all the human man-made science in the world and research studies in the world isn't gonna prove anything that God isn't ready for us to know yet. So the essential oils are very confusing to science because there's a chemical profile and a biological profile. It's like a clown walking down the middle of the road and half of him is blue and half of him is red, right? The people on this side of the street are like, oh, that's the blue clown. These people on this side of the street say, no, that's the red clown. And that's what science says about the essential oils. They can't figure them out because they're able to do so much. They're so diverse. One type of essential oil, the frankincense, can do so many different things. So, with that said, there is some science and research and science and application in the front of this book. And you can get into that. I'm going to give you a Reader's Digest version. If you go to page, and this is really why essential oils are the best. If you go to page 37, on page 36 and 37, you have essential oil constituents. I promise I will not go deep because nobody wants a chemistry lesson right now. But the essential oils are comprised of chemical constituents. You've got several different families of constituents: terpenes, monoterpenes, aldehydes, alcohols, esters, right? These different families do different things in the body. And that is what makes the essential oils work. That's what gives the essential oils their compatibility with human function. With that said, let's eat. No, are you guys serious? No more questions? Or you just want me to kind of come around and help y'all one-on-one? Take a look at the kits, see if anything interests you. That family physician kit is common for, a college student, right? So you get 10 of the 5 milliliter vials. Those essential oils in that kit will replace everything in your medicine cabinet. But if you've got a family of 4, you're going to go through that pretty quick, okay? The next kit, the Home Essentials kit, is $275. It's those same 10 oils and a diffuser, but the oils are 3 times the size, and the price is less than double. So you're getting a diffuser and 3 times as much oil. This is the diffuser. It's really cute and sleek. Plug it in and